always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators offense will have the first possession of the game. They'll toss it to the left. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Barry. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Harris. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catch.
Touchdown, Florida! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the slump on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Oh, what a cut! Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Barry. Throws to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Garrett. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. He might want another play. Back to pass. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. This is a design run. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that drive covered 40 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off play action on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but...
And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Gator fans love to see their teams line up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Zings it complete to the right. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Running to Green. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Give to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Barry. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Sends it downfield. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Makes one man miss. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides the back and leaves it. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snags it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Gators are on the move. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing.
Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Rams him with the stiff arm. Touchdown, Florida. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Darnold. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Release to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Darnold. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it's a good example of it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Fires on the move. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the tailback. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And I
like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with them.
Got the quick pass. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and turning it on. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Barry. They're working that left side. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Barry. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Gator!
No, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fakes to grab. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got it. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Harris.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, he'll throw it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Offense in an empty set. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Longhorns want to move quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Cummings. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Pocket breaking down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to get it through the air. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Snags it on the right. Off and running. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got it behind the line. It's done. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. He wants to change this route. They want to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And that one's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Butler. It's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Barry. Hard running there. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Garrett. Look out, he's got room. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. The give on the option. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Gets the back moving. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Complete to the left. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Gets it out quickly. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Back to throw, it's Butler. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Catches it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Looking to throw on third. Catch in the middle. It's Garrett. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Military stunt.
Back to throw, it's Butler. They'll run the screen. Makes a man miss. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Oh, he got loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Barry. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The toss to the outside. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Catch inside the 25.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Garrett. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Gators moving quickly to the line. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Barry. Trying to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Virginia. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Takes it on the shovel. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Butler. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got a little space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Longhorns are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Makes his man miss. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It is good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back.
Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He'll throw on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Harris. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Got his man quickly. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. To the air, it's Butler. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards out.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Cradles it at the 35. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Military stop on set.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Gay. Turning it on. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
Yeah, those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game. Keep fighting. But it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me or you, Reese, which necessarily a bad thing.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Texas, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Butler. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.